All right, for those of you that have a pocket constitution, if you would, get it out and open it up to page number 14. And if you'd like to, please join me as we recite our preamble. I think it's a very important part of this document that often gets overlooked. So if y'all are ready, if you care to join in, please join me. We, the people of the United States, in order to form a more perfect union, establish justice, ensure domestic tranquility, provide for the common defense, promote the general welfare, and secure the blessings of liberty to ourselves and our posterity, do ordain and establish this Constitution for the United States of America. Thank you. Wow, one sentence. That one sentence says it all and perfectly describes the entire premise that our country was founded on. The rest of that precious document that we call the Constitution is just the nuts and bolts and guidelines that make everything in that one sentence possible. But today we find ourselves in the frightening position of seeing our Constitution not only being ignored, but being blatantly violated. So let's briefly examine each point in that one sentence and see how it relates to what's going on today. We the people of the United States. Did you notice how it says we the people and not we the politicians who know what's best for you, so sit down and shut up? Our founding fathers recognized that our government should serve the people and not the people serve the government. To form a more perfect union, our current administration, with the complicit help of the mainstream media, is intentionally trying to destroy our unity and pit Americans against Americans. They're playing the race card, the religion card, the victim card, and any other card they can think of to try and get American people mad and fighting with each other and not focus on the idiots in Washington who are trying to destroy our country. Do not be distracted by these tactics. Your fellow Americans are not the problem here. Establish justice. Our current Justice Department has us providing laptops to terrorists, Mirandizing enemy combatants on foreign soil, and turning the laws of our land upside down to suit themselves. Ensure domestic tranquility. In case y'all haven't noticed, our country is less tranquil than I have ever seen it in my lifetime. The continual insults to our freedoms and liberty are just adding fuel to the fire of our discontent. Provide for the common defense. The only spending this administration has cut is in our defense budget. The insults they continually direct at our allies are only serving to make our country less secure. Instead of building coalitions with our allies, they're bowing down to dictators of countries who would like to see us destroyed. They're sitting back and watching the evilest regimes in the entire world build nuclear arms and test fire rockets that could be used to deploy them. Promote the general welfare. They use this one a lot. They use that as a lot of excuses. This administration is making the environment right to increase the number of people on welfare, but I don't think that's what our founding fathers had in mind. They're trying to turn us into a nanny state where we have to rely on the government for everything we need from cradle to grave. Just remember, the government who is powerful enough to give you everything you think you need is also powerful enough to take it all away. Secure the blessings of liberty to ourselves and our posterity. For the first time in our nation's history, we find ourselves in the predicament to where the country we pass on to our children and grandchildren is in worse shape than the country that our predecessors passed on to us. Our liberties are under daily assault, and our corporate and personal freedoms are being overregulated or taken over completely. They want us to demonize the very companies that provide jobs and nationalize the private companies who helped make America the envy of the world. It is up to us to stand up as proud Americans and say, no, you don't. It is up to us to work together to take our country back, vote these constitutional violators out, and send patriots to Washington, D.C. to represent us in the best interests of our great country. As the saying goes, you can't fix stupid, but you can vote it out. So watch out, D.C., the backlash is coming.